Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Feeling better. I'm feeling more optimistic. A huge thing is that the city is looking so much better. A lot of the debris has been picked up around town and it's just been nice. It feels like we're bouncing back. As far as our house goes, we have not had any work done to the house yet. There's just no contractors available. There's just, like literally thousands of people need work done to their house. So we're just one house out of thousands of houses that need work done. So there's no momentum yet on that. We also have not heard from the insurance company yet. We have had the adjuster come already, but we're still waiting to see from our insurance company what they'll cover or if they're gonna help us at all. I don't know. Yeah, but overall I feel like things are getting better. I've digested the fact that I lost a friend in California last week, and if you guys watched the last vlog you'll know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I cut my hair. I made a video on it. That video should be up before this video, but I did a little bit of a DIY haircut. I have like layers now. I feel like it looks really, really good. And yeah, I went to Sam's Club this morning and picked up groceries. There has been a lot of good momentum on my husband's YouTube channel, and that has helped us financially, which is good. It's still not it's not making up for the work he would have had before Ian hit and took Fort Myers Beach, but it does help and it does make a difference. Also, a lot of the jobs right now that I've been looking at on Indeed are full-time, which is so funny because I feel like when I was looking for full-time work it was like hard to find full-time work, and now it seems like everything is full-time. I think because of the hurricane, like they need employees. A lot of the people who used to live in these areas have been displaced because their homes are condemned, so they've had to move elsewhere. Like maybe they've moved with family or whatever somewhere else, and they don't work where they used to work. So like some jobs have opened up. Also, a lot of jobs in construction, like even administrative jobs in construction and stuff, have come here because there's a lot of construction now with everything that happened. But yeah, if I was to get a job, it would have to be something just part-time because I still have to be flexible to what my husband is doing with his work. So I couldn't work 40 hours a week. It just wouldn't work because my husband's still working. So the other thing is my son, I don't know what's going on with him. He's only 2, so I feel like it's still appropriate for him to be napping, but he is fighting his naps lately. He just goes in his room and he just whimpers, but he's not actually crying. He's just going and then like saying mommy, but like he's not actually crying. And he just fights his naps so hard. I don't know what to do. So Hank never went to sleep. I am in the middle of making some snickerdoodle cookies. I'm gonna mail them to one of my best friends, Donnell. She's just been really there for me this last month, but this morning she sent me a dozen donuts. She had them like DoorDash to our house, and it was such a surprise and it was really nice. And yeah, so I'm gonna make her and her husband a whole batch of snickerdoodle cookies, and I'm gonna mail them to her all the way. She lives in Michigan, so I'm gonna mail them all the way to Michigan. My plan is to mail them tomorrow, so that's what I'm doing, so they'll be nice and ready tomorrow to get mailed. Yeah, just I don't know, I was kind of thinking about going outside. It's still not too late to go outside. It's only 5:30, so if I have these cooling in the fridge, the dough at least cooling in the fridge in the next 30 minutes or 20 minutes, then I can bake them after I come back inside from going in the garden, because I want to go in the garden, spend some time working in the garden. Yeah, my fridge is like so full. It hasn't been this full since before Hurricane Ian, because we had to throw everything away after the hurricane because we didn't have power for over a week. So yeah, and it's just taken a long time to rebuy things. You know, groceries are really expensive, so it's really full right now. That was the most full it's been, so it's a really nice sight. I have the dough right here. What I'm doing is I'm making like a log basically this is saran wrap or plastic wrap. I'm making like a log of dough. I'm gonna roll it up and put it in the fridge. Okay guys, it's so much later. It's almost 8 o'clock, but I have the cookie dough cut and divided up. This is an old Parmesan container that I cleaned out a long time ago, and I keep my cinnamon sugar in it for snickerdoodles. I'm gonna coat the cookies in that and pop them in the oven at 350. So I'm working on that. I think gonna be a late one tonight, and by late I mean like 10 p.m. 10 p.m. is late for me, but I'm going to finish baking these off, let them cool, and get them boxed up for Donnell. Okay, here are the cookies all bagged up. I'm gonna have to make sure I ship them very carefully so they don't get smashed in the mail, but I think she's gonna really love these, and I hope Ron, her husband, does too. So yeah, I am just closing up shop for the night. I call it shop, but the kitchen. I am cleaning up last minute things. I folded 2 loads of laundry while I was waiting for them to cool down, and yeah, my husband's in the shower. We're gonna get ready for bed soon. Hey guys, I'm getting ready to make some lunch. I'm making some egg salad sandwiches for lunch on croissants that I got from Sam's Club yesterday. I have this egg appliance. It's by Copper Chef. I actually won it on Instagram, and I use it now. Anytime I need to hard boil eggs, I use it. It's so much easier and faster, and I just really like it. So you just put it in this appliance, and then you pierce one side. I don't like the noise it makes when you pierce. Oh, I hate the noise. I hate it. It just has like a little nail inside. The noise though is like the worst part. Then you just cover it up, and in 8 minutes I have hard-boiled eggs, and I just put them in a bowl of ice water so I could peel them right away. So the other thing I've been doing is I've been making my own mayonnaise at home. I used to buy the mayonnaise at the store, and at the store I would get the olive oil mayonnaise thinking that what I was getting was healthy, and I recently started reading every single label. You guys, tell me why the first ingredient in olive oil mayonnaise is soybean oil. It does not make sense. So I'm no longer buying mayonnaise. I know how to make mayonnaise. It's one of the first things you learn how to make in culinary school. It doesn't involve very many ingredients, and it tastes way better. It's way better for you because you can choose what kind of oil you're putting in. You don't need to have soybean oil in your mayonnaise. Why is there soybean oil in your mayonnaise? I use extra virgin cold pressed olive oil from Sam's Club. Okay, so now we have a nice and thick mayonnaise. It's not going to be like bright white like the store unless you use like vegetable oil, canola oil, an oil that's like really pale in color. I'm using like a really dark extra virgin unrefined olive oil, so it's going to have a little bit of a hue to it, but it's really good and you don't have to feel disgusting eating it, because I don't even know why they're allowed to say that it's extra to say that it's olive oil mayonnaise when soybean oil is before olive oil in the ingredients list. It should be illegal. So yeah, make your own mayonnaise if you can. It's cheap too. I probably use like $1 worth of supplies to make this, and it's fresh, it's homemade. The only thing is that it only lasts like 2 weeks in the fridge, so you need to eat it within 2 weeks, but you can make small batches, so that's a beautiful thing. Hi, it's me. I'm editing the video right now. I just wanted to show you the mayo. I've used it, but this is what it looks like. I keep it in a jar that I got at Walmart. This jar was like, I think $3 at Walmart, but I put that it says mayo and then the day that I made it, that way I know, okay, in 2 weeks from this date I gotta toss it. But usually this gets used up by then because it's such a small amount. So yeah. Okay, so we went to Dollar Tree and I exchanged 2 things that I got that I was like, this isn't gonna work. It was like some ornaments that I wanted to DIY. They were just not what I needed, so I exchanged them, and then I grabbed a few other things. But I saw these for the first time. It's supposed to be a photo hanger. I think the idea was you're supposed to use these to clip photos onto this. I got 2 of them, and I want to DIY them into a little hammock that goes underneath the kitchen cabinet to hold produce. I don't know if I'm gonna have to use different rope because I don't know if this rope is long enough, but that's my plan. And then I'll just save these for another project. But it's a good deal just even for the dowels, because dowels at Home Depot are gonna cost like $4 for one. So yeah. And then I grabbed some more vinyl. I just have, right now, I only have black, red, and green vinyl. So I grabbed a couple colors that I'm really drawn to. If you couldn't tell in my house, is what I'm drawn to. So I got yellow, and then like there's, what color would you call this? Like a light minty blue color. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them yet, but I just wanted to have these on hand in case I had inspiration. Good morning. It's the morning. I'm making breakfast for Justin. What? I'm making breakfast for Justin and Hank. I'm just doing yogurt bowls. I don't eat breakfast anymore. I just don't eat till 11, like I said. So, usually I don't buy this yogurt. I usually buy plain. I buy this one. It's just a container I've been using to keep something else in, but this is what I usually buy. It's just the Sam's Club plain Greek yogurt, but they didn't have it. They were all out at Sam's Club, so I had to buy this one, which is vanilla, so it's sweetened. I buy this one because it's not sweetened, and then we just use raw honey on top. So I have yogurt, and then I make my own granola. This is oats, coconut, flaxseed, and honey, and a little bit of Himalayan salt. So we just use that on top. Today I'm gonna do strawberries because that's what I have. Strawberries were on sale at Sam's Club. They were like $4 for the big one. So that's what they're eating for breakfast. This is Hank's. This is Justin's. Hey guys, I have my makeup done. I just got done filming a haul for Modlily. I'm gonna be putting that up soon. It's a try-on haul. It was really fun to film, actually. It's fun to try on clothes. So yeah, that's what I'm up to. Justin has a gig today, praise God. It's all the way in Boca Raton. I'm not a Florida native, obviously. But yeah, so he has a gig there. That didn't get canceled because that's on the East Coast of Florida. so that's really good. We could use the money. Yeah, and I'm about to eat something. Hank is down for a nap. He kind of went down for a nap late today. I wanted to film this video when Justin was already on his way to his gig, so I waited to put Hank down for a nap until Justin left. So yeah, that's what's going on. I don't know, I did a lot of cleaning. I cleaned out my cabinets because they were getting really crazy, and I don't know, it may not look very organized to you, but to me it's way better than what it was. This is what we got going on in the cabinets. Before, it was like everything was like thrown on top of each other. I didn't even know what I had to be honest, but I started saving. I have a lot of mason jars, like actual like the Bell mason jars, but I recently started saving these jars. These are the Classico jars from Sam's Club, so they're like the really big ones. You can get Classico pasta sauce from like anywhere, from Walmart, Target, anywhere, but these are like the really large, like they're like fat jars. And I've been saving them, and they just make really good storage jars. So yeah, I have another one right here that's empty. It's like really big. And yeah, I was able to go through all my food, and that way I could see what's coming up, like what's gonna expire soon, and try to use it soon. So yeah, that's what's going on over there. I also organized my I call this like my starch cabinet. I have like all my rice, breadcrumbs, flour, and there's sugar there too. Any kind of bean is on this side, and then any kind of like nut is on that side. I gotta do this cabinet next. I hate this cabinet. It's such a weird size, and it sucks. My spice rack, I tried to like consolidate some things. I have so many spices. I even have some down here because they don't fit on there, but like I use a lot of spices. So I don't know what to do about that. Maybe I just need to like add more. I don't know where I want to add more. My kitchen is so tiny. Maybe one day I will do a kitchen what do you call that? A kitchen tour. I have the wide lens on, so it even looks a little bit bigger than it actually is, but I put the wide lens on so you could see the whole kitchen at the same time. It's a very small kitchen. I mean, like from this counter to the stove is probably like 6 feet. Yeah, like literally like 6 feet. It's so small. It just looks stretched out because it's the wide lens, but it's a very small, non-lost space. But I am grateful. Don't get me wrong, I am grateful to have this kitchen and to still have it. I am so grateful. It's just hard to organize, you know, especially when you're like someone who cooks 3 meals a day every single day of the week, like I do. It gets a little bit tricky. So, hey guys, it's the end of the night. I'm having a craving for something salty. I'm gonna get my period in like 4 or 5 days, and I definitely think I'm PMSing, but I don't want to eat straight trash. I made these icebox pickles. There's only one now left. Actually there's a full jar in the fridge. I made 2 jars last week. They're so delicious. I'm gonna have to make a video of how I make these icebox pickles. They're so good. My husband loves them. He just eats them as a snack. And I also put garlic cloves in there, so you can eat the garlic cloves too. Help boost your immune system. But it's really simple ingredients, and the reason why I started making these was because my son loves pickles, but I looked at the ingredients on all the pickles at the grocery store, and they all have yellow dye in them. Like literally look at the ingredients. It'll say like yellow number 5 or whatever. There's yellow dye in the pickles, and I'm just like, why? Plus there's also another ingredient, I don't know the name off the top of my head, but it's some ingredient that is supposed to make the pickles stay like firm and crunchy, but it's known to cause cancer. So I'm just like, I'm not buying those anymore. I refuse. I'm not going to buy pickles anymore, or jalapenos. The jalapenos have yellow dye too, so I'm gonna be just pickling my own stuff. It's a pain in the butt, but like, I'm like, you know, we're not completely dye free and we're not completely like, you know, toxic free, but like we're definitely trying to get there. You know, there's things that like if we're out and someone serves us food and it has something on it, you know, that is not completely toxic free, we'll still eat it. It's the courteous thing to do and stuff like that. But like in our house, I'm not bringing that kind of stuff in the house anymore. So yeah, it's a total bummer. But anyways, I started making pickles. I'm gonna have a pickle as a late night snack. They're so good. They're like super crunchy, and I know that there's not any junk in here. It's just vinegar, dill seed, mustard seed, a little bit of red pepper flakes, Himalayan salt. What else is there? There's something else that I'm not thinking of off the top of my head. There's like a few spices. I'll have to make a video. You hear the crunch? It's crunchy. It's so good. And I'm gonna have a few garlic cloves too. And the cool thing about this brine is that you can keep the brine and you can add any kind of hard vegetable in there. So carrots, jalapenos, garlic, onions, anything you want to pickle, you could put in there. And yes, I'm eating a pickle with chopsticks. I am Asian after all. Okay, I have a piece of garlic. It is so good. I have to have another piece. Anyways, I'm going to end the vlog here. Thank you so much for watching, you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.